ArsenalFanTV. We're at the airport at the moment in Volgograd, about to get on a flight to go to Moscow. But you know what? Just before we get on the flight, we have to talk about this, Troopz. The news broke last night. It broke late over here. Remember, we're 2 hours ahead of England. So the news kind of came through late that Jack Wilshere is leaving Arsenal Football Club. I kind of suspected that this was going to be something that was going to happen. We've been talking about it on Transfer Daily for a very long time, but it was official. Jack Wilshere put out a statement on his Instagram where he said, "I can confirm that I will be leaving Arsenal Football Club when my contract expires at the end of June. Following a number of extensive conversations with all those at the club, and in particular a recent meeting with the new manager Unai Emery, I felt that I was ultimately left with little choice but to make the decision that I have due to purely footballing reasons. As was widely been reported, I, along with my representative, have been in talks with the club for a number of months with a view to signing a new contract to extend my stay at the Emirates. My intention throughout these discussions has always been to remain an Arsenal player. I've been on the books at Arsenal for 17 years and I've always been part of the fabric of the club. Such was my desire to stay that I had in fact agreed to sign a financially reduced contract in order to commit my future to the club." So basically, reading between the lines there, what Jack Wilshere is saying is that, you know, he was willing to take a pay cut to stay at the club, but for footballing reasons, he's leaving the club. Those footballing reasons, I assume, is that he wanted guarantees that he's going to be a regular starter. Unai Emery, the new manager, saying, well, listen, and they did want to sign him because they'd said that they'd offer him a new deal. Unai Emery saying, obviously, to him that, listen, we can't guarantee you regular football, and Jack Wilshere has decided to leave the club. There will be no more Jack Wilshere at the club. Probably the only player in that squad that really has, well, he is the only player in that first team squad that has that Arsenal connection and that he grew up and come up through the ranks. All right, you could say Maitland-Niles, but you know, him as a regular. And I don't know about you, Troopz, but I feel a bit gutted about the news. I really do. It's a guy, Jack Wilshere, that I've met many a time since we've been doing ArsenalFanTV. He's a lovely person. He really loves Arsenal Football Club. He bleeds Arsenal, but he will no longer be an Arsenal player. What's your thoughts, Troopz?
Pissed, fam.
Yep.
Love Jack, blood. You understand? Like, one of the man them. Always showed man love when I bucked him. Always showed fight, desire, passion, die for the cause. Knows what it means to play for the club. Traditions, the values. Now he's gone, fam. And it's another man that we've let go on a free transfer.
That's the other thing. This is I think this is a leftover from Arsene Wenger's time at Arsenal, and the amount of players that we've allowed to leave for nothing. Jack Wilshere, you know, a massive asset at Arsenal, being allowed to leave the club for absolutely zilch, just doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense, fam. A player who's got quality, you understand, always turns up, always down for the cause. There's a bus fucking up the filming right now. How's the bus reversing, blood? The bus supposed to go forward, fam, you understand? But that's what Jack wants to do, innit? He wants to go forward, he wants to play football, innit? And obviously Emery he said that Ramsey's his main man. He wants to build it around Ramsey. Jack has got a new deal, so it's looking like them two are his two centre midfielders that
You think this is a mistake?
I think it is. I think it is, because it's good to have a man like that when you get new signings to come into the club. He can explain the values of the club, what it means to play for Arsenal, the history and whatnot, you understand? There's not... Yeah, you got Maitland-Niles, even Bellerin, you could say as well, blood, who've been around for a while, but Jack's actually one of the man them. You understand? When he plays, he'll play like if me and you was on the pitch, fam. Die for the cause, blood, but... Jack's a man that I'll never turn on him, blood. I'll never turn on
he'll
that
always
man,
get...
fam. I will never, ever in my fucking life... Whoever turns on him, you're a fucking prick.
So he goes to Tottenham?
He won't do that, blood. He's a gooner. He won't do that.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that.
That's not in his regime.
But now, as I said, free contract, so he's allowed to go where he wants. We're hearing it, obviously, West Ham,
Palace.
Crystal Palace, Juventus, lots of clubs. I reckon it'd probably be like a West Ham or one of them. Everton as well.
I think he'll stay in London because he's comfortable, just have a new baby and whatnot. You don't want to really move house, innit?
It's going to be somewhere where he's going to play regular football, otherwise he would have stayed at Arsenal. But I think it's sad. I think it's sad that Jack Wilshere's going. But then, on the other hand, I understand it now. I understand that obviously he wants to play regular football. Arsenal did attempt to sign him, but as I said, it's a leftover from the terrible transfer policies during Arsene Wenger's time, that you've got players that have been allowed to run their contracts down or nearly run their contracts down to nothing and walk away either for nothing or walk away for next to nothing, and this is just another one. Jack Wilshere.
DJ Khaled, another one.
Another one, right? So I'd like to get your opinions. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Do you think, you know, Arsenal should have done more? Do you think that maybe we should have got rid of a Granit Xhaka or a Ramsey and kept Jack Wilshere?
Or El Neni.
Right? Well, El Neni's a fringe player. Can you compare? It's really, if you look,
but if you're freeing up space, get rid of El Neni, bring it to.
But they could get rid of El Neni anyway. Torreira's going to come in.
Yeah.
I think more, if you look at it, it'd be a Xhaka. It'd be more the sort of player that they've kept that might have affected Jack's position. And then for me, we now need another creative midfielder. I'm sorry, Xhaka's not that creative guy for me.
Remember,
right?
Santi's gone as well.
Santi Cazorla's gone. Who's going to be that creative spark? And I didn't think we'd be saying that at Arsenal, but we do not have now a creative midfielder there. You've got, you know, Ramsey's box to box. Mesut can't play that deep line
that's
role.
the thing, he's a number 10.
Right? So, to me, we needed another Santi Cazorla. We've suffered since Santi's been out of the team. And we was hoping that Jack could come in and play that role. So, we need a player there. So
hopefully we could take Golovin back with us, isn't it?
Well, it'll be
he's
a good
been
shout.
mashing it up, blood.
He's been good.
He's a baller. I like the look of him.
Let us know. Leave it in the comments below. Jack Wilshere is leaving Arsenal Football Club. Good decision or bad decision? Let us know.